Hello, this is Terrell Pauly with Learn Healthcare IT. What I want to talk about now is uh, is a list of skill sets that I believe that you should have in order to work in the healthcare IT field. Now, excuse me, these skill sets are um, just pretty much general skill sets that I thought about and just wanted to mention to you in your quest, and if you're in your quest, if you're trying to get into the healthcare IT space, or if you're if you're already in it and you're just trying to figure things out. So I'm going to list the 7 skill sets that I'm going to briefly talk about. And the first one I want to talk about is patience. First skill set I think you should have in healthcare IT is patience. Why do I think so? Patience. So patience is needed because just in general, just in IT, space alone, if you have any familiarity with working in the IT space, then you know that you need patience, right? You need patience because you're dealing with, you're communicating and you're interacting with different types of people. Some people are, some of your interactions are technical, some of them are not, and some people have no type of computer knowledge experience, and some people may have some, and you have a spectrum. So you have to be able to have patience because sometimes you may come across some people who just have a hard time understanding what you're trying to get across as far as when it comes to IT. So this is the same thing, the same uh, uh, the same scenario within the healthcare IT space, and and it could be, maybe it could be a little bit more intense because in healthcare IT, you could be possibly working with or dealing with doctors, physicians, radiologists, uh, clinical staff, and sometimes depending on the type of environment you're in, some clinical staff, they just they can be a little lacking in the IT area. So you have to be patient with these types of people. You have to be able to know that you have to be able to kind of keep your cool and just know that some people need more handholding than others. So patience is number one skill set. Number two, you have to have good communication skills. So I think I talked about this in my other video, in another video, that communication skills kind of goes along with like with patience because again you're dealing with different subsets of people in the healthcare IT space. So again, some people might be more technical than others, and for you have to know how um, you have to know how to adjust your jargon, your talking language, like what you're talking about. Because as you know, I come from an IT background, so I can tend to sometimes, I can get technical. I can talk the technical lingo, information systems, this database, these HL7 fields here, or whatever, this Oracle table needs to be extended to blase blase blase. I can talk when I'm talking to another IT professional, and I like to talk like that because it's good. It's I enjoy it. But if I'm talking to like a manager, or I'm talking to maybe a technician or nurse or something like that, they may not, if they don't have their purpose is they're doing their job, what they do in the clinical aspects. So they may not have IT experience or knowledge. So it's not good to try to talk to. So say if they're having problems with, say if they're the software program that they're using is malfunctioning and it's throwing an error message, and you ask them, so what's the error message? They read it off to you, and you say, Oracle. So it's yeah. So you have an Oracle error. So I want you to go to your C drive, program files, or Oracle. Go to System 32, so I can get and some you have to maybe just to be able to adjust your jargon. So speak less technical to some people, and so you can get across, so you can be able to communicate more effectively. So that's a skill set, second skill set that I believe that you have to have. 3, you should have you need to have good troubleshooting skills, right? Because you're going to come across some times where you have to, you're dealing with problems and issues that and you need to kind of work it out, work through, and figure out what's going on. So you need to have good communicating skills, and that's like just in general for IT too as well. But good troubleshooting skills will help you a long way, and because with the with these troubleshooting skills, you'll be able to kind of more effectively be able to figure out, diagnose the problem and figure it out, and so you can be able to solve the issue. Now, troubleshooting skills, you can learn that over time. So number 4 is flexibility. You have to have you should have flexibility. You should be flexible, because in the IT space, in the healthcare IT space, things are ever changing. Technology is changing. Depending on the facilities you work for, maybe every few years, maybe every 4 or 5 years, they may change their, a part of their IT system. Their infrastructure is getting changed, upgraded, modified. So you have to be able to be flexible with things that may come around. Just in general, just normal day-to-day stuff, things that go on in these types of areas. You should be flexible. Number 5, you need to have a hunger for knowledge. You have to be excited, or maybe passionate, about wanting to learn. If you're passionate about wanting to learn, and you have a hunger for learning, and getting the healthcare IT knowledge, and just you're out there reading material, you're getting familiarized with the space, you're learning the job specifics of what you do, the ins and outs. I mean, if you have that, then you'll definitely do well in this space. Number 6 is you should have resilience. Resilience, right? That's a good word, because there are going to be days where they're going to be tough days, right? You're going to have days that are tough, to where things just don't go right for you, and it comes with anything with IT, right? So IT is typically IT type work can be that way, but when you're dealing with healthcare IT specifically, I mean, you're talking about like healthcare, so you could be talking about patients' records, patient information, databases, their healthcare related information in regards to the patients and people. So it puts maybe like an additional level of importance that these systems have to be functional, operational, secure, because of the importance of what the types of data that we're dealing with. So there may be days where you just don't have good days. I mean, that's with any job, but you're going to have days like that. But you have to be resilient and know that what you're doing is, this is just one day or this is just one week, but in the totality of everything is that you're not worried because you know what you do and you're confident and you enjoy and you love what you do. And number seven is you need to have the ability to work with others, right? Sound like a kid, sound like I'm a teacher or your parent or something like that. When I say you need to be able to work with others, but you do have to have that's a good skill set to have, because whether you are working at a small facility or you're working at a large hospital, so small facility where maybe you're a one-man show or you and your manager or something like that. But regardless of the number of people on your immediate team and your immediate team, you're going to be interacting, again with other groups of people, managers, clinicians, technical staff, consultants, vendors. So you're going to be working with a variety of different people, and it makes your job easier if you have the ability to be able to work with others easily. It just makes you getting the information that you need, or getting the better, getting the the project, getting the stuff that you need to perform your tasks, your duties. It makes everything a whole lot easier, So, so the ability to work with others, work with others. So so those are the 7 skill sets that just based on my experiences that I've been through, for the past 13 years, that I think that are definitely good skill sets to have. Now these are general skill sets. These skill sets can be applied to different types of IT jobs, not just in healthcare, and also not in IT, just in other types of jobs in general, different types of disciplines in general. But this is what I wanted to point out. And if this, I'm not talking about, you want to have specific skill sets that are specific to healthcare IT. I can also do a video about that another time. But if you want to learn more about maybe you're trying to find out more about how to get started in healthcare IT, if you haven't already taken my free intro video, you can head on over to starthealthcareIT.com. That's starthealthcareIT.com. If you already done that, you can head over to I teach a course where I actually go over in detail. I get technical, so if you should know technical, but if you don't know technical, it's not to the point to where you wouldn't be able to pick up what I'm talking about. To where I actually go and dive deep and show you how to set up systems and pack systems and risks and how to interact, what's the ICOM and all these terminology. So for that course, you can head on over to learnhealthcareIT.com. That's learnhealthcareIT.com. Until next time, I'm Terrell Pauly. Take care.